Hi everyone. Well, today we are starting our journey into geometry and we will start to talk about circles. So today our essential question is all about the radius and the diameter and how do you find the radius or the diameter of a circle? So first of all, we all know that a circle is a round shape. It has all closed edges, right? Or all the edges are closed. But what exactly is the definition of a circle? Well, a circle, aside from it being round and measuring 360 degrees, it is a set where all points in the plane, so all points in the flat surface, are around the same distance from the point, which we call the center. So a circle is a set of all points that are the same distance from a center, or from the center. Let's change that to the, because the word is center, the center point. So for example, I'm going to highlight this, all points, same distance from the center. Okay, so we have a circle. Let's see if I can actually draw a decent circle. All right, here is our circle. And smack dab in the middle of our circle, we have a dot, kind of like a belly button almost. And this point right here in the middle is called the center. Okay, so that is the center of the circle. Every point or every line that we make off of this center is the same distance from the middle. Okay, so if we were to draw a line and measure it from here to the edge of our circle, it would be the same distance as if it were from here to here. Okay, in a circle, so here's our circle. Here is our center. You have what we call a diameter. So the diameter runs through the middle of the circle. Okay, so the diameter is this line right here. We call that the diameter. And the diameter is the distance across the center of a circle. Okay, so the diameter is the distance across the center of the circle. Okay, so it's the line that runs from edge to edge, cutting that center in half. It's the diameter. We also have a radius. A radius only comes from the middle of the circle to the edge. Okay, so it's from the center point to any other point on the circle. Okay, so this right here is the radius. And the radius is the distance from the center to the edge. All right, so if you notice, the diameter runs from edge to edge. The radius runs from the center to the edge. Okay, so these are our vocabulary words. A couple of things that you should know about our words. Okay, a couple of things that you should know about these. The distance of a circle is twice the radius. So distance equals 2 times the radius. Okay, we use R for radius. We use D for distance. Okay, so 2 radius equal a diameter. So 2 radius, so if we had a radius here and then we went from the other side and connected it to this edge, you would in fact have a diameter. So distance equals 2 radius. Okay, and then on the flip side of that, your diameter, if you were to cut your diameter in half, you would have a radius. So the radius equals the diameter cut in half, or half of your diameter. Okay, so just a couple of things to note. These are our formulas that we're going to look at. So some formulas. And these are our definitions, and this is a circle. So you can think of a radius as like the ray. Like this is a sun in the middle, and these are the rays that come off of the sunshine. I like to think of it like that. Diameter is from edge to edge. All right, so how do we find the radius, or how do we find the diameter in our circles? Well, the formulas are going to become our friends. So we know that with formulas, like we had in our equations, you just substitute in for either x or y. And in this case, we actually have radius, or we have diameter instead of x and y. So it's going to work the exact same. So let's say that I have a circle. So let's do example A. And in example A, I have a circle. Okay, so there's my circle. And my circle looks something like, oh no, I missed the middle. Okay, the circle looks something like that. Almost looks like a Pokemon ball. I don't know. Okay, so in your circle, you have 20 feet. So this means that from edge to edge, across the center of the circle, it is 20 feet. They want us to find the radius. So in order to find the radius, we want to know, what does R equal? So we want this formula here. We're going to look for R equals the diameter. So diameter is 20 divided by 2. So radius equals 10 feet. Because when we cut this in half from here to here, we will have a radius of 10 feet. So our radius is half of 20, which is 10. So you're just dividing. Substitute and divide. So substitute and then divide. And that is how you get your answer. But what if they give you, in another example, they ask you to find the diameter. But in this example, you have another circle. And in this circle, it says that the radius is 7 meters. So we have 7 meters, and they want us to find the diameter. So find the diameter. So what we're going to do to find the diameter is we're going to come up here and we're going to see that diameter equals 2 times the radius. So diameter equals 2 times the R. And our R is 7 times 7. So diameter equals 2 times 7, which is 14, and it's meters. So 14 meters is my diameter. Kind of looks like an A. Okay, so we're just using these formulas. We're knowing which is the radius, which is the diameter, and we're identifying what the center part of the circle is. If you notice, we're starting to have semicircles. When these are cut in half, I could cover this up, and I now have a semicircle or half of a circle. All right, let's do a couple more examples, and then I'm going to give you your try-its. All right, so example number C, or letter C, says to find the diameter when the radius is 15 millimeters. So example C, we have a circle, and this circle wants you to find the diameter. Find the diameter when you are given a radius of 15 millimeters. Okay, so from the center to the edge, it's 15 millimeters. So we just need to use this radius to find the diameter. So diameter, what's the diameter? So we're looking for diameter. So we're going to say diameter equals 2 times the radius, or 2 times 15. So my diameter is 30 millimeters. I'm just doubling the radius. Okay, and we're going to do one more example with looking for the radius. So I don't know what is the radius is my question. And I have another circle. Ooh, that's a horrible circle. And it says that it is 8 yards. So the diameter of this circle is 8 yards. And they want to know what is the radius. So in order to find the radius, I am doing half the diameter. So 8 divided by 2, or radius equals diameter cut in half. So the radius equals 4 yards. That's it. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and give you your try-its for today. Remember to hit pause so that you don't hear me solving. All right, so your try-it number 1 says that the diameter of a circle is 16 centimeters. Find the radius. So try-it number 1, diameter. So you have a circle. The diameter across is 16 centimeters. And we want to know what is the radius. So find the radius. Okay, and then try it number 2. Try it number 2 says that the radius of a circle is 9 yards. So the radius of a circle is 9 yards. And we want to find the diameter. All right, go ahead and hit pause right now so you don't hear me solving. And then when you're ready, come on back. All right, so radius equals half the diameter. So 16 cut in half. Radius equals 8 centimeters. Okay, find the diameter. So the diameter equals 2 times the radius, which is 9. Diameter equals 18 yards. 18 yards. All right, go ahead now and answer your essential question. First, how did you do on these? And secondly, go ahead and answer your essential question. How do we find the radius and the diameter of a circle? And then when you are finished, put your level of understanding out to the side. Head on over to the Google Meet and ask for help if you have any questions, or you can do your practice work. As always, I appreciate all of your hard work and effort, and make it a great day.